Okay, after assembling your boxes and painting, well, I painted mine and inside and outside, and I distressed it with the picket fence, and so I put them all together. What I actually did a little mistake there. If you do want to paint your box on outside, and paint will give that rough surface, but you do not want to paint all the box inside. Just paint the front, the opening where you're gonna take it out. The rest is gonna be in the shade. And because it's really hard to fit those boxes inside anymore, because you have two rough surfaces rubbing off of each other, so it's a little bit, a little bit more difficult than normal. So I assemble for my boxes, and now I put the sticky tape here on the bottom, and I'm fitting my circle face, trying to fit it through. Okay, and yeah, that way it's gonna be all good. So I can add some adhesive in here. Just secure it on the petals. Okay. Doesn't need to be pretty because it's all gonna be inside. Just for a safety reason, I like to use Scotch. Particular things like that, because if not the glue, the Scotch will definitely hold it in place. The regular Scotch tape, keeping it handy. Okay, and now I can adhere my boxes on the base. Okay, what I did here, you can see the boxes, and I painted the bottom. See, it was the white cardstock, so I painted in the spots where I think it might show. I'm sure the centerpiece will not show. Let me bring it up. You see, I'm right there, so I didn't paint it. So a little tip, before you will put your next layer on the first on top of the drawers, I found out then when you are opening the drawer, you kind of see through, and this inside should be painted as well, or you can take the piece of paper and wrap it around the pole using a stick adhesive, and that way you're gonna have that, you know, decorative edge there. Okay, but probably painting everything will help, not just around the windows, but painting inside there on the pole as well. And next step is gonna be to add another layer, the top, I would say the roof, for the boxes. And because I had one, you know, chopped already, so even it's a little shorter, you know, it's not a full 8 inches, it's 7.5 in diameter. I decided to go ahead and use it, so why not? It's a base, it's gonna be inside, nobody gonna know the difference. And what I'm gonna be doing now, I'm gonna be putting it facing those strips down, so they would get inside the boxes, so I wouldn't lose any other space. And I'm gonna feed it through right now, if I can. Okay. So, yes. And if I will turn this way, it's about at the end of the box, but you know, with the petals and stuff, it's not all the way around as the bottom. So, but it's not a biggie. That will do. You can secure it, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. So that was our next step. You're gonna need to put the stoppers for the drawers. So find the happy place for your drawer, and I would just drop a tab of glue so your drawer would not go all the way through like this, unless you want that tinted you know, look, which is also cool. I kinda like it on the second look. But all drawers won't go all the way like that, because they don't have enough of space. I know you cannot see, but either or drawer gonna over you know, draw another one. So yeah, that's just couple tips for you, and you choose to use them or not as you wish. And then after you secure and paint your centerpiece, then you can drop the the next layer and glue it down and secure. Okay, you're gonna need a long, very long strip of cardstock. Very long. I know it's like long. So you can wrap around your base. And my piece of cardstock, I actually cut out of the pillow cases. You know, we bought the pillows, orthopedic pillows, and I kept this long cardstock, so I chopped it, and that's what you're gonna have to wrap the ring around your base. And the height, it's dependent on you, you know, how high you want it. And before you will secure and glue together your your ring around it. You're gonna need to mark your drawers on the inside, as I did in here. You see the marks, and you're gonna cut out. I would cut out on the angle, and that way I'm gonna have something to fold. So my strip is 4 inches high and about 25 inches long. So you and you see I added a piece because it was shorter, so I glued it with the tape and scotch as well. So the only suggestion for you will be to, when you're gonna add your binding, try not to face it on the try not to have those scoring sides on the drawer. Try to have them in between two drawers, like in this part, not in front, because otherwise you're gonna need to cut through 2 layers of cardstock, so, which is not really good. So I will try to do that, and then I will be back and show you how I accomplished that. Okay, so I put the marker lines here on the white one, would be better for you to see. I marked it, and I decided to go ahead and leave a 1/2 inch on the bottom, so I would have a little bit of floor to work with, a little bit of bottom. So I'm gonna cut it in X from corner to corner, and I'm gonna cut just one window and place it on my on my box and see how it's gonna fit. And then I'm gonna be starting cut the other windows, because you're gonna need to move them, maybe slightly off or whatever. So be careful with the cutting, because the minute you're gonna cut it, it's done deal. Okay, so I'll be back with my cutouts. I'm struggling here, so I wanted to show you my fight so you would understand what I'm saying. So there is my window. I cut it out and I fold it in. So I'm trying to put it over this box, and I'm trying to fit the petals around the box and see how it's gonna, fit in. I'm not gluing anything down, just just trying it on. I think it's a success. Okay, so now I'm gonna roll this cardboard and see, kind of sneak peek in if my measuring is right, and I think it's right. So now I can cut the next one. And so. Okay, I'm cutting through. And now I'm gonna bend the window open. You see? Okay, And we're gonna dry fit again. I'm gonna grab it, I'm a little bit off the camera, but I'm trying to grab it. Let it be, let it be, let it be. It's a little bit tight, and I don't understand where exactly the problem. I didn't fold enough out, the window. That's what was the problem. And again, let's see how it's gonna work. Well, I think if I will glue it on, it's gonna stay. Okay. So, yeah, we have 2 to go. Okay, so this is my first layer with the windows, and I put the clip on because I need to glue the actual paper on. So you see, I didn't even glue the seam, and I had a slide off, if you will see here, but so I'm gonna be shaving it leveled, and the same on the bottom. So I shaved it a little on the bottom, but I didn't shave it on the top, so you need to watch out for that. So yeah, that's what you're gonna wind up with. So, and that's how it's gonna look on the top, and that's how it's gonna look on the bottom. So I would suggest for you reinforce the floor, because you will have the steps in, but the other ones you probably need to reinforce it, more. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Take this off. Let me show it to you. Take this off. Close your windows and briefly paint this area around, right, like about here. Paint with the matching paint that you were painting this base with. That way, if there would be any squeak and opening, you would have it covered. So I will do that, and then we'll proceed to the next step. Okay, it's been a couple hours. It's not gonna be for you a couple hours, but I finished the bottom. So I got the Prima paper, Romance Novel paper, and that was the if I can find it, that was the Emotion paper. Yeah, so I cut it and I glued it on the bottom, and I secured I took out this top ring and I glued on, secured all the boxes, secured them from the bottom as well. And yeah, there would be a seam by it, like a seam, because the length of the side was larger than 24 inches, so which is 12 by 12 paper. And yeah, so now before I glued the paper, you see the windows are missing. They are all in here, and I am gonna be gluing those into the drawers to finish up the look. That would be the next step. Okie dokie. So I trimmed those squares that I cut it out from the paper because the windows were slightly larger than the drawers. You see that, you know, opening around them. So therefore those squares for the drawers were supposed to be trimmed out, and I distressed them with the I didn't want to do that rough distress, so I used Tim Holtz sanding block, and I just sand around. You can see that a little bit whitewash, you know, that's distressed the edge. So yes, so and that way you can, you know, you can put all this you know, drawers in there, and they're gonna be sitting in there. Oops, this one is too far, so I need to put the blocker. Yeah, so yeah, turned out really cute, huh? So